There's a lot of racism out there. I could tell you some deep shit about the Lutherans and Quakers that are from the South.
Well, I do like how we're living in a time when racism and bigotry is definitely frowned upon.
It is terrible.
And it's more of a common thing to hear new ideas.
And I'm going to tell you something. I don't understand racism. It's ignorance. We all come from the same source, the same God. And if they peeled our skin off, we'd all be the same. I'm part Irish. The Irish, when they came here, faced persecution and racism. I'm part German. The Germans faced racism when they first came here. Before they shortened their names. My last name used to be Hartman with 2 N's at the end. And they shortened it to Hart to blend it with English. And they intermarried with the Fords and the Boones. They did something really weird in the South. And they don't tell the truth about the Underground Railroad. You want to know the real truth about the Underground Railroad? You want to know, blacks do not tell the truth about the Underground Railroad. The Quakers and the Lutherans helped free blacks through the Underground Railroad because they weren't accepted when they first came to this country. And they were white. And they marched with Dr. Martin Luther King.
But then even still, Nixon was one of them.
And if the Germans would know their past roots, they wouldn't be following Hitler and be racist against black people.
Well, I don't think they do that anymore.
Oh, they do. A guy named Mark Rossbach broke me up with my white girlfriend, Sonia Rudy. He told her she'd burn in hell if she stayed with a black man. She doesn't even want to speak to me. My best friend, George Kerr, who's white, who used to do music with me. His parents brainwashed him to have nothing to do with black people. A lot of black people fought in the service to help, that were patriotic, and that were Buffalo soldiers. Help serve and save and protect this country just like white people. So we deserve equal respect.
Is that what Buffalo Soldier is?
Yeah, they were soldiers that helped clear the land in the South and in the North.
Okay.
I want you to be a free spirit. I want you to love all people equally. I want you to let go of your bigotry and racism. Don't listen to your parents that teach you to be prejudiced against different people. Love everybody equally because we're all God's children. And true religion accepts and loves all people. And these churches are not teaching true religion. They're teaching segregation instead of love for all people. They're running a business instead of a church. And it's a disgrace. And if you want to find true religion, you'll love all people equally. Mrs. Eddy says one race, one realm in prose works. And the hymn, Art, Onward, Christian Soldiers. We are not divided, all one body we. One in hope and doctrine, one in charity. United we stand and divided we fall. I feel whites and blacks need to stick together and help each other. The people that we really should be fighting are the illegal aliens that are not from our country, that are taking our jobs from us. Now, I love the South. The South is patriotic. I see whites and blacks working in the South. I don't see that in California. The unemployment rate is bad in these liberal states. And I got to clap my hands and take my hands down to the South. They care about Americans and they hire Americans. I see white and blacks working everywhere. And that's beautiful. And these other liberal states in the North, you don't see Americans working. And as my grandmother Schroeder would say, who was from the South, there's a Spanish and a shame. We need to get America back working. And here are the whites and the blacks that were here first. And I'm not saying this to be racist. I love all people equally and I'm black American. Also part white and black. So, all I can say is don't be closed-minded to new ideas. Don't be afraid to learn. Like they have a hymn in the Christian Science hymnal. Oh, do not bar your mind against the light of good, but open wide, let in the word, and truth will be your food. And by their fruits ye shall know them. You judge a church by what they do, not what they say. Because anybody can say anything.